I can just like cut as much as I need to. Welcome back to
Welcome.
Cooperative Conversations. There were some minor technical issues starting this episode, but you missed us going about 50 feet this way. And then I noticed and stopped. So I shouldn't have even mentioned this. The solution was incredibly technical and really shows off my prowess at wrangling this entire ordeal.
Reckons he's a real hard worker and a real smart guy. He knows what he's doing.
Yup. You said it. I love this guy just sliding around as he's recovering. That's that Dark Souls 2 enemy tracking everyone loves.
All their
You'll
weapons are made out of magnets.
You'll see more of that later. So, what are we still doing here? We beat the Skeleton Man.
Skeleton lords, yes.
Well,
And
we're
now
gonna
we
go... Yeah, we're gonna go fight the other boss of this area.
The one that I haven't fought. That I almost fought the first time I came here because level design.
Yeah. And you know, honestly, I think even though as much as the what am I using? Large club fits the character design, I think the two of us using heavy weapons is a little boring. I might go back to the homunculus mace.
Well, you go for it. I am using the great sword because I'm an anime weeaboo who loves Berserk. But we're not going to talk about that in this episode. We talked enough about that already.
Oh, aren't we? Because I was going to mention that, like, you know, despite all the gripes of this game looking, like, kind of cartoony, it still has better, better animation and visual style than the latest Berserk.
I mean, harsh but true. Ow. Ow.
Please try to avoid dying. Also
I am attempting
applies
to
to
do
me.
just that. There's a lot of them, you see.
Yes, there are. You may have noticed them jumping down while you weren't looking. I helped, I think.
You did. Well, with most of our healing resources expended, let's go fight this boss.
I used a life gem and an Estus flask.
Same.
Hang in there, skeleton.
I'll just put some divine blessings on my belt.
Yeah.
Gotta use them for something, right?
Oh, I believe in this game they actually take about 12 years to activate.
Well, we'll find out, won't we? Somehow I don't think this bridge could take our weight.
I mean, I'm a ghost, so...
Well, I suppose
You're
that's
really
true.
just incriminating yourself. And remember, we did already fight the Phantom that was here.
Yes.
Good old shield
Alright.
fellow. So, go ahead in.
Let's get
Do you
to
like
it.
Mad Max?
Is there... I mean, I'm a fan. Why? Wait, what?
I should actually ask, do you like Gladiator?
Oh. Oh, I remember this guy. They showed him off in, like, you know, trailers and stuff.
Yeah, they're really proud of this. They were. I don't know if they still are, but they certainly were. So what's important to note here is that this is not a circuit.
Uh-huh.
It's a circuit for him, not for you.
Uh-huh.
So they're the necromancers from earlier that make the skeletons reappear.
Neat. This is actually kind of cool as, like, a set piece.
It is. It's not... It's not, like, aggressively wild. Ah, damn it.
I'm gonna wait here.
Like, it's pretty off the wall as far as, like, Dark Souls goes.
Get the lever. Got it. Oh, okay.
What the
I'm
fuck?
probably about to die.
Oh, that's going on my end, real quick. I had some weird lag.
That's fine. Necromancer, please die. There we go. Necromancer's done. Hello. He can't seem to make up his mind on who he wants to kill.
No, this is one of the bosses in the game that kind of breaks when you're playing co-op.
I kinda like this guy. I like his hustle.
You know, I tell you, I actually grew up around more horses than you'd expect someone from northeastern America to grow up around.
Mm.
They don't tend to look like this, in case anybody was wondering.
You're telling me they're not skeletal and they don't have two heads?
Well, one of those is true. It's usually one or the other.
That was fun.
Yeah, want to do it again?
Yeah?
Cool.
Let me go get these items. Are they just all soul items?
I think they're all fading souls. You can tell me if I'm right.
Alright. You know what? As my first experience with that fight, that was pretty good. I liked that. That was harrowing and it was unique compared to what I'm used to from a Souls boss. And, you know, the final leg of the fight wasn't, like, painful.
How do you feel about it still being a boss and lots of other dudes?
I mean, I have my, like... they're all fading souls, by the way, you were correct.
Haha, still got it.
I have my whole thing where it's like, you know, if you need additional enemies in a boss arena, it's because your boss isn't interesting enough. So...
In this case, I think it's a little different because...
Yeah, I think it really worked here, though.
You don't...
Because it makes the alcoves far less safe.
That, and you don't interact with the boss itself until you've essentially gotten rid of them. Because traveling to the lever and the gate over there, you know, make sure you fight the necromancers and the skeletons. And then, presumably they'll be dead once you bring the gate back down. You know, as funny as running around in just the loincloth is, the penal skirt does give enough extra defense that I'm a little happier with it. I mean, my character is using this armor. I'm not really concerned about stats over fashion, but if I can get stats and fashion, I'm happy. And I wasn't paying a damn bit of attention. Because I'm good at video games. Alright, come on, Grimgrin. Corpseborn. This guy's totally just a magic card. I never went in here. Did we already ask how you feel about this area? Mr. Skelzor?
Yes, hello. We did speak about it. We spoke about color theory.
Right.
We spoke about
This isn't
just
the
the
right
general encounter design of the area.
Sorry, for those at home, my schedule is terrible, and we usually just record a lot of episodes at once and then don't have a chance to play for almost a
Oh,
week.
you're shattering the illusion!
The illusion, oh, if only... Oh, hi, right, you're here.
It's okay, I got him.
God,
See?
I've been up for a while.
Still riding that adrenaline high.
A little bit, but again, I have been up since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's now 12:42.
Well, hopefully this one goes better. Ow.
Not likely.
It's fine. I know what I'm doing.
Here, oh, okay, he's on his own way. You can kind of see them perched up there. I mean, they showed this area off enough in the gameplay demos and the network test that I knew what to look for my first time through. Because I ravenously devoured Dark Souls 2 content before it was released, like a fool. Sick dodge.
That was a grisly end.
Well, I am an MLG Gamer Pro, as I demonstrated not an hour ago. But so are you.
Tell me, does Dark Souls 2 have an equivalent to the Black Knight Greatsword that can send things into orbit?
So, it does. It does.
You go high, I'll go low.
Okay. Alright. Whatever. Come on.
Uh-oh. There we go.
I managed to push him. That was clever of me. Alright. Time for horse.
Horse?
Yeah, you know, this thing. I'm just gonna skip this. We already saw it.
Okay. Don't give up, horse.
Ow. Please move. Ow. But this guy died.
Oh, ow. Thanks, Necromancer.
God, maybe I should stop using the Great Club.
Uh-oh. I may perish. This skeleton's very persistent. Oh, and he has a friend.
Glad my shield did absolutely nothing to that guy.
I'm dead.
So you are. Did you kill the other Necromancer by any chance?
Nope. I hit him once.
Alright.
Good luck.
Not exactly as high octane. So the thing about horses, right, is you don't want to, like, spook them.
Yeah, they're very easily startled creatures.
Do I have any, Damn it. Alright, fine. Fine, I can't see anything if I'm doing that. Ugh. Oh, ow. Thank you. Great club. Large club. Shockwaves.
Shockwave.
Oh my god. Don't want to run out of stamina. Don't want to do that. Oh, I might eat it here. No? Not expect him to do that twice in a row, unfortunately. Remember people's defense for shockwaves was like, you know, it would be realistic if a giant sword came down right next to you and you got a little hurt, because it would make a shockwave. And all I can think of with that defense is like the 50 caliber Barrett M whatever sniper rifle is so powerful, the bullet passing within 3 feet of you can rip a man's arm off. Because that's basically the level of kind of bullshittery people were putting forth.
I mean, like, that's provably false. They don't do that. But, like, 50 cals go real fast. I don't imagine swords go a whole lot faster. So if a 50 cal can't do it, I don't think a giant sword can.
Alright, well that was tense. That was a little close to dying there.
You got there in the end.
Quite embarrassing.
So I suppose I want to go past that boss room.
Yeah. Thanks, Dark Souls 2.
Thank you, Dark Souls.
What is it? Oh, you trot long enough. This place won't be any fun. Not for you.
Good frame rate on the dust mote effect.
What is it? Oh.
Well, with that taken care of. Head back to Majula, level up, and see you in a second.
Alright, cut this in somewhere, but I want to rant about this transitional area.
Okay.
It's just bare grey rock, a canyon with an infinite void below. They didn't even try.
What would you want them to do? Make an interesting little side area? Connect the areas naturally somehow?
I mean, yes.
Skelzor, I don't think you quite
The
understand.
sky is like dingy grey. It's so bad. You could have done better.
I don't think you quite understand that would be difficult but rewarding. Whereas this is easy and fast.
Moving on. Harvest Valley. Oh, good. You have to go through poison to get to the bonfire. I'm at the Harvest Valley bonfire.
Alrighty. So you may notice that the poison effect, it lingers on your character's model.
Yes.
That's where Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 got that. And what's interesting about it is you will keep being poisoned as long as you have the green shit on you. Which means that if you roll through it, it's worse because it'll take longer to go away.
Excellent.
Anyway, here's a ore selling lady
I'm Chloanne, an ore stone trader.
with physically impossible
I
hair.
travel about collecting rare stones,
Give me some
which
real
I sell to make my living.
Seymour vibes.
I never planned to visit this god's forsaken place, but I don't know. I just
Very
sort of
sharp
ended up here.
knees. Look at that. Holy
I
shit.
must have just wandered in. But now that I'm here, I've been scouting around for rare bits. Oh, don't look at me like that. Many of these stones are quite useful. For instance, certain stones are used in smithing. Oh, now your ears prick up. I've extras if you can pay. This is my trade, after all.
Seriously, why is her knee just like a sharp 100-degree angle?
Because it's easy? I
I guess. So if she has 2 spells and some things she can sell you. You want to get her to go back to Majula. I forget when that happens. I think it just happens without you having to do anything specifically.
No interest. I'll provide whatever service. I came here in search of rare stones.
Exhaust her
but
dialogue. She talks about moving
the
shop.
place is
Yeah.
nothing like I was told.
Oh,
This poison.
okay.
can't get
So
very
we
far
have 8
inside.
million windmills and
Don't
poisonous
just go
fart
helplessly
gas, I
wandering
guess.
about. These stones may
What
look
were you saying
innocent.
about this game being a
The
theme park?
trained eye
Yeah.
is unique. Some of them are used
Right,
to smith
so
weapons
who's
and
summoning who?
armor, and some
I'll
of
go
these
ahead and
stones
summon
provide
you.
Special benefits.
Cool, I'll put my summon sign next to the
Some of them
NPC.
are extremely rare and should be used with great thrift. None of the differences are easily spotted.
Do I have enough of that
But
anti-poison
I've learned
stuff?
quite a lot,
Probably
really.
not. I got 10.
Drang Lake. How is it that I ended up here? It's
Maybe
funny.
I should put that on my belt.
I can't seem to remember. I've searched every nook and cranny here. I suppose it's time to move on. Perhaps we'll meet again, if we live that long. I suppose it's about time I'm...
It's Skelzor. So, yeah. This theme park is Windmill Land. Also Poison Area.
Well, I mean, you can hear the wind, right?
Yeah. Listen
give up,
carefully, skeleton. So I'm offended that that message isn't there. Hold on.
It is for me. Listen
Oh, is it?
carefully, skeleton. Yeah.
Good. I'll just cut to that instead of making my own. Would you like to venture forth? Hang in there, skeleton.
I feel like this will go badly for me, but
It
sure.
will.
Yeah, I
Oh,
already
yeah. Also,
don't like this.
I've moved back to the homunculus mace, like I said. I just don't like heavy weapons in this game.
He doesn't want a piece of me. Why?
He will.
Oh, I see.
Oh no.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Basically. Go forth, my expendable phantom. So the
Is
trick
that all
with,
I am to you?
the trick with this area is you don't grab the items yet.
Okay.
Some of these are instant death. Also, here's a fragrant branch of yore, the stuff we use to unfreeze people. And
Cool.
a familiar friend.
Hello.
He'll sell us some stuff. Actually, you know what? I knew I saved these souls for a reason. We're gonna buy all 20 of these poison arrows. And you know what? I think I can make it with 10 poison moss.
Gavlan will, Gavlan deal. Gavlan wants soul.
He doesn't ever get any new dialogue, I don't think.
He wheels. He deals.
Wow,
He
good
takes your
job
souls.
searching
Deal.
every nook and cranny, Cloanne. real good at your job. So remember how in Dark Souls 1 we went to Blighttown and it was the game's poison area. And it made sense because you came out of the sewers, the depths, which in turn from the lower undead burg, and like the burg to the lower burg to the depths to Blighttown made sense, and you're at the base of the giant curtain wall, and it's just like it's where the sewers let out. It was just this naturally gross cesspool where the dregs of undead society lived.
And here it's just a poison wind valley.
Yeah, here's just there's some poison. Also, Dark Souls 1 poison was like black and purple and just like looked disgusting. Dark Souls 2 opts for cartoon green, like lime green poo gas.
I mean,
it's just comical how
it does
you're not
effectively
gonna block that.
Yeah. It effectively communicates to the player what it does.
You're not entirely wrong. Okay, that's a pretty funny death animation of the little guy being fallen upon. How many abs does this thing have?
What, you don't have that many abs?
I have like a good number of abs. I don't think I have that many abs.
I have one very large ab.
So it's a rare condition. Monoabculosis.
I wouldn't say it's rare.
Thought you were like totally shredded.
Me? Hell no.
Don't you, like, work out constantly? Aren't you pumping iron right now?
No, I'm too busy playing video games.
Oh.
I work out at the library, thank you very much.
Wow. Oh man, if you want to complain about bonfires being really close to each other.
Okay, what was the point? What was even the point?
Remember that sense of, like, creeping dread? Of like, oh god, I just fought a boss, where the hell is the next bonfire?
Or even better, you know, areas like Sens where you don't find it until someone tells you where it is, so you go through the whole area without ever finding it. And you become very good.
Hey, why don't you go
And,
on
like-
ahead up there? Lead the way, see if there are any traps.
Seems clear to me. Wait, oh, never mind.
Have you played
There was a
Resident
trap.
Evil 4?
I have.
Actually, hold on. Don't kill him. We have to use him to
Oh.
break this wall.
Oh, okay.
Not quite.
Where's an RPG when you need one?
There we go, now we can kill him. You get some items. A torch. A radiant lithe gem and a smooth and silky stone. Soul of a lost undead. And the Old Knight Pike and Great Shield, which is what you really want to be doing. Old Knight Pike. And Old Knight Great Shield. The Old Knight Pike is really cool looking.
Oh, wow. I like it.
Unfortunately, it also only has a durability of 20, because it's an Old Knight piece of gear. Conversely, my homunculus mace has a durability of 60. So, there you go. Also, you talked about the color palette for...
Yeah, no, there isn't a color palette here.
Oh,
so
we don't-
I just felt like...
Oh, right. Okay, well, let's get out in the open here. This is absolute hell.
Sorry, I didn't realize. They got me. They bamboozled me.
They do that. Oh no.
Don't die.
I don't plan on it, but I might.
2 down.
Blah. I'm helping. No! Stupid backstab confirmations.
got 'em.
This area is garbage.
We did it.
What
What
if
if
you
we
just
win?
put more enemies in it?
Well, it'll be harder. You know, I made the comparison to tabletop before, but now I feel it's even more apt. This game feels like it was made by a rookie dungeon master.
Okay, you enter the cave. There are 7 ogres.
7?
Oh. Yeah, 7.
Okay, we haven't had a long rest in a while.
Look, I'm just doing what it says in the module I downloaded off 4chan. Roll for initiative. Remember, you're all taking -3 penalties because you're standing knee-deep in toxic sludge.
It honestly does feel like that.
Alright, which one is the one that gets us out of here? So I was going to mention that you mentioned previously color palette.
I did, yes.
Especially... Don't follow that guy.
Amazing. Color palette.
Or... We'll wait on this. One of these is a bottomless pit. One of them takes you to an item. Yeah, color palette. Another fragrant branch of yore. How do you feel about this area's color palette?
Like I said just a moment ago, it doesn't have one, so I felt like it wasn't worth talking about. It's all one color.
Yes. We can ignore these guys. Oh, do you remember ogres from Dark Souls 1? How they were like greenish, bluish gray, like ugly things with...
They look like bloated corpses, yes.
Yeah. And they did use a big club, but it was like you're just a hunk of wood. And they looked all ragged because they lived in Blighttown. What if we made them a cartoon? With a giant cartoon hammer.
Amazing.
And they're green, like Shrek.
Get out of my swamp. This isn't even a swamp.
No. Which one do we want to go to first? Which is more egregious? Let's go over here.
Okay.
I have a surprise for you.
This ought to be good.
Ow.
Is that the surprise? Is the surprise an ambush?
No, the
This is
surprise
terrible.
is not an ambush. The surprise is I forgot about that guy.
I may die here.
No, you won't.
Okay.
Not
good.
on my watch.
You're a hero. Oh hey, look! It's that asset.
They just put it here.
Why? Why is it here? Did it fall down?
Maybe. Cannot enter covenant with phantom present. Oh well. Not really that torn up about that.
Why is it here though? I don't understand.
Well, if you see, you can like look up. Not there. It's very hard to look up, but you see it's here because there's this hole in the ceiling of the cave. Alright, let's move on. That's the Shrine of Sunlight. Granted, like, its thing, even in Dark Souls 1, it was just kind of there across the bridge. But it was at least near a church. And in
was
Dark Souls 3,
part
it was
of the
near a
battlement.
church by proxy, because half that game took place in a church.
Hey, you like cathedrals? Let's put a cathedral inside a cathedral inside a cathedral.
These things are covered with poison, or containing lots of poison gum.
I mean, I guess you could say these guys are like a callback to Demon Souls, but even then, that's a bit of a stretch, I think.
Check it out, they have the dark sign, though.
So they do.
And then they go away because you're not allowed to have ragdolls. So, Skelzor.
Mm-hmm.
Important thing to keep in mind when you're making maps. You make maps for D&D. I make
Yes.
maps for D&D. I've made maps for video games, a couple of them. Hold on, here, get. Ah, damn it. That's
It's
my
okay.
fault.
That's what I brought this for.
Go ahead and get on down from there. Right, wood bolts don't do it. I need iron bolts, or iron arrows, and I want some of those.
Well, he's certainly doing something.
One of the most important ways to make a space feel like a real space is to ask yourself, what is this room for? And if you find yourself
Well, that's
unable...
obvious, isn't it?
If you find yourself
It's the
unable to
poison room.
answer it, or answering it with, it's another storage closet, you may have kind of overstretched yourself a little bit.
It's where they keep the poison.
I don't think this drains. But there is an item down there, and I kind of... Hold on,
That's
let me...
shiny.
Okay, so there is a floor. Estus Flask Shard, hooray! What's in here? Right! The mushrooms! Mushrooms. Would you believe... Oh god, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be like, oh, then I'll want to go and get a screenshot from Kingsfield. These guys are kind of a reference to Kingsfield 2 or 3, depending on which one you want to talk about again. Kingsfield 2, North America, was Kingsfield 3, technically. Do I have any? No, Pharaoh's Lockstone. Did all that for nothing. In Kingsfield 2, there were little mushroom enemies that exuded poison clouds. They didn't move around, though.
And these guys are a similar design to that.
Yeah. I believe there's a way we can go here. Yeah. Oh no, this is just the same area. That's right. So you ask yourself when making maps... I'm talking about a lot of different things at once, aren't I? Ask yourself when making maps, what is this room?
This is the poison refinery. They refine the poison.
I mean, I also like Deck 16 as a deathmatch map. But, you know.
No, you don't understand. This is the poison refinery, alright? This is where all the poison in every video game comes from.
I'm just getting myself hurt all over the place.
Oh, hello there.
I forget. Yeah. So this is just a trapped chest, I think. Yeah.
Oh look, it was a poison trap.
Sure was, and we get a torch for all that.
Hooray.
Look, you have your little alcove to store all your poison urns. Now, okay, we've gone through this. We've gone through a handful of rooms already. We have not seen a single area for, like, people to sit. There are no tables. There are no chairs. There's just... It's just poison.
Yeah. I told you, this is where they refined the poison for every video game ever made.
And then here's some inky blackness that I forget if you die for going into, so we won't. That is a really annoying jump to make. So clearly we're going to try to make it.
I'll go first.
I wish you the best.
I'm a legend.
And that is where the plunging attack comes in handy. Oh, do you see this on the wall here?
Oh, what could this be? Oh, hello there.
Here, just have some of this enemy. They're called mannequins. They used to have heads, but then the mask they were wearing turned out to be a copyright violation, so they aren't wearing masks anymore. Instead of changing the mask, they just removed their head.
I see.
So this area is clearly supposed to be the Sen's fortress of the game.
After
And-
the poison fog swamp.
Yeah. Well, the themes are connected, right?
Kinda?
There's poison there, there's poison here, but it's also full of traps. Missed. Heavy crossbow +3 is what's in that chest.
Just an upgraded heavy crossbow.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
it.
sure, why not? It's kind of a thoughtful little drop, I guess.
Is it?
I mean, it's... I'd rather that than just a heavy crossbow.
True.
But to get back to my point again, Sen's Fortress was... It was specifically a test, right? It's like, are you worthy of going into Anor Londo? So here's a bunch of traps. Can you get past them? Yes. Good job. No, you're not worthy. This doesn't have any real spot in the lore. No one ever really talks about it.
Oh, good heavens.
I think that's kind of what makes Dark Souls 2 feel so off.
Oh, boy. Was the animation team out to lunch on this one?
Oh, probably.
Also, doesn't this guy fly in the face of the established convention that demons had in the previous games?
What, that they're like... things?
That they aren't just big Jabba the Hutt slugs? That they like... Oh, well. He's dead now. We don't have to worry about him anymore.
Nope. But this area, and what I was saying was, Dark Souls 2 doesn't have anything. No one talks about the world. No one says, oh, are you going to Hyde's Tower of Flame? Watch out for the weird old knights that are, you know, they've guarded it forever. No one says it. Nobody says a damn thing about anything in this game. And that's a large reason why it feels so fucking empty.
Still on the road.
Like, it manages to feel empty while being
Sorry to
chock,
burden.
just stuffed full of enemies.
This is for you. By way energy.
Thanks.
I found
I mean, I'm sure there are people that will yell that read the item descriptions. That's where the lore is.
the curse is doing its work upon me. I am frightened.
After I'm done talking to Lucatiel, I'll tell you what the covetous demon item description is.
What will be left of me? I had an older brother. We learned to fence together. He became the most decorated swordsman in all of Mirror. I never even compared to him. In fact, I never beat him. Not once. But then, one day, he was gone. Lost without a trace. Now I'm certain that he was taken by the curse. If only someone would hear my tale. My brother must have come here, too. Soon I may forget even about him. If only someone, my brother, soon.
Who are you? I thought you were that bastard for a moment. You've set me free. The cheeky prick. I am Creighton of Mirror. I travel from land to land to hone my blade. I've heard this land was full of danger. I thought it would suit me perfectly. I joined forces with a man on the way. He took the first jump. I decided to set a trap for him. I can't believe that I was... You be careful. He wears this rather unusual ring. I've seen his type before. I'm sure I won't be his last thing. He's a slick talker. Pate. And I'll find a common foot bad.
Alright, here we are to kill the boss again.
Let's go fight Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah. What was that for?
Poison resistance.
Alright.
See how I'm glowing green?
Yeah?
Yeah, that means the green can't get to me anymore.
It's like if you wear a green shirt, you can't be hit by green lasers.
You see, you're getting it now.
Because that's
Oh,
how light
getting it.
works. Poor skeleton, what did he do to you other than try to kill you?
Well, he tried to kill me. That's reason enough.
Oh, I know, I mean other than that. So yeah, I was just gonna wait for my poison to go down.
Ow.
But I guess I'll help you instead. No, I'm the expendable phantom. Well, you may as well go in here.
I just need a moment.
But of course.
Alright. Hello. Poison arrows. Poison throwing knives. Pine resin. A raw stone.
Yeah, remember infusing your weapons with raw?
Yeah, that thing that I never did in Dark Souls 1 or 3.
Nice shot.
Oh, grief. Ow. Right. Excuse me, won't you? Alright, I'm gonna go get that item. Because I like items.
See, I think these zombies are like a pretty good zombie. They're not the goofy Resident Evil zombies that we've gotten elsewhere.
I mean, they look more like a corpse.
Covered in like runic tattoos. Speaks to a darker origin or something.
It's like the Draugr from Norse myth. Ka-chunk. Oh, there's an item there. Must get item. Up. Let us go and cooperate more. Wait, what's back here?
That's the bonfire.
Ah, yes. I'm glad I got that, otherwise I'd have to travel mere feet to get back here.
I know, right?
Help me, Leon! He likes you.
God, he really does, and I can't get past him. There we go. You're kidding me? Oh shit! Wow.
He doesn't
This
like
guy
you.
is not cooperating.
Maybe if we get closer to draw him. Nope. Come on. There we go.
Come on.
Come on. You can do it.
Oh shit.
He's closer than he's ever been. Come on. We can do it.
Just get back in your zone. Come on. Oh no!
It's okay. I'll go to that bonfire.
Soul of the covetous demon that devours all things. Eating is an expression of desire. There was once a man whose deep affections were unrequited. He transformed into the covetous demon, which only made him lonelier than before.
Wait, what? I feel like we missed a step there. What triggered the transform? What? Let's go.
Ready to rock, roll, and repeat.
Okay, I think just the one of us should do this.
Yeah,
Oh.
possibly.
Still broken.
Huh, well, I'll start fighting the other guys. Despite
Come
my
on.
better judgment.
Come on. Oh, he's doing the exact same thing. Come on. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You got it. Yeah, he did it.
Nice.
Coming to help. Don't die.
I'm not gonna.
Oh, he doesn't stagger. That's right. Playing Dark Souls 2. I'm trapped against a wall. I'm going to die. Oh, I might be able to.
Yeah, one.
We're good.
Oh wow, excellent.
I'm
Caught by those
about to perish.
wide sweeps. You die. You die. We all
Okay,
die for
okay.
ice cream.
That was harrowing.
But don't you want all of those enemies?
Simpleton spice.
I actually forget
that's
how
black
this was.
pepper.
I forget how this area was changed in Scholar.
They probably put even more enemies in.
Scholar's a mixed bag, really. They do put a lot more enemies in some areas, and then sometimes they also change stuff for the significantly better option.
Got him.
Wait, who are you fighting again?
The little crystal lizard.
Oh, nice. We'll
Do
go
we go
down here
down there?
later.
Okay.
The poison hell is not worth exploring right now.
Excuse me, but a moment.
Certainly, I'll just fight some of this.
You got him. So you're going that way. I'm going this way.
Whoops. Forgot he followed that up. Oh, hi, there you are.
Hey, I got an emote.
Nice. Is it praise the sun?
Let's praise the sun. It's the only one that matters in these games. So, the fun piece of trivia that I'm sure anyone who cares about this series already knows is that, originally, Praise the Sun gesture was considered uncool, and they didn't want it in the game, and Miyazaki was like, no, I think it's the coolest, I want to put it in anyway. And then they did that, and it turned out to be like
good
one of the
thing
most,
he did.
yeah, one of the most popular aspects of the franchise. It's the whole, you know, sunlight, kinship, praise the sun, etc.
It certainly does lend some amount of friendliness to the game. Gets people hyped up to be helpful.
It does. Plus, it does look cool, in my honest opinion.
Don't mind me, just clearing out these areas ahead of you.
Hey kid, you like poison?
I heckin' love poison. No, but seriously, what is this place? Like, I get it's big windmill fortress for pumping poison. Why does it need to do that? Why is that a thing somebody...
To supply all of the poison for the franchise.
Like, I could see if it's, like, to pump poison away, and you had to, like... It was, like, turned off, the windmill was
look
broken.
where I landed.
Oh, nice. Dangerous, but nice. It would make sense if the windmill was turned off, or broken, and you had to make it functional again, to pump the poison away. But spoilers, the opposite happens. It working means that poison is being put everywhere.
There we go.
It's baffling.
Oh, he's got me turned around. There we go.
I want to know what the area I'm in is for, like what its purpose is. Dark Souls 1, everywhere you went had a reason. It had an obvious function.
That's what made the world so engaging.
Because it felt like a goddamn world. It felt like a city. Sure, it was maybe a little convenient that all of those endgame bosses were within a square mile of each other, but, you know, hey, they keep what company they can in the end of the world.
I mean, even 3, which I'm going to be honest, felt a little disjointed in a lot of places, still felt like, you know, those places had purpose.
Yeah. What their overall relation to each other may have been was a little muddy in some places. But it's certainly not as egregious as, okay, here are the spooky forests, and then cross a bridge and now you're in Poison Place. Why is it Poison Place? Why is the spooky forest there?
Better question, right?
Yeah.
If you observe the construction of it's like you know, mud hut style. They used wood, and clay, straw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is this whole windmill built out of that?
No, the heavier materials, the bricks that would make a better foundation, they're up top.
Ah, I see. Let's go fight the demon.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's not stay here and think about this too much.
Believe me, there will be plenty more to think about coming soon.
I swear the design team was just straight up out to lunch on this one.
Also,
I'm sorry.
What the hell is this area? What the hell is this area specifically? It's just a circular room with a staircase you can't go up that doesn't go anywhere. It leads to a brick wall.
It's the bottom of the windmill, duh.
I mean, okay, I guess you can't actually see where the stairs go, because it goes behind the wall.
It's like you've never heard of an illusory wall, jeez.
Remember how a lot of bosses in Dark Souls 1 had, like, pretty readable animations that you could get very good at? Just, like, understanding...
Well, the Beatty don't.
What about that wiggle he just did? Yeah, just wiggle.
Well,
he rolls over, and he just wiggles.
Well, let's talk about these Mortal Kombat urns up above us here.
If the fight goes on long enough, he'll actually like slam against the wall or something, and one of those will fall down, and it's either poison or a zombie, and if it's a zombie, he eats the zombie and regains health.
Okay. Why?
Anyway, that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed the boss fights.
I did.
We'll
I mean,
continue.
at least
our-
it was relatively painless.
We'll continue our foray into this nonsense that is Earthen Peak and anyone who knows what comes next time.
Farewell.